have a problem anymore, and I'm look very optimistic for the October 11.
What does your wife think of this? I mean, you've been home for 3 years, you've been with the kids, you've had a family life and everything. Now you're getting back into the sportsman's life, being an athlete. I mean, is your wife, is she okay with this? Does she think you're crazy to go back to boxing?
You know what? I'm so sorry for that, but women always worry about my mom or my wife. Always worry about son or husband. But I have to do it. I have to do my job, and the result is much more important than what think about that people.
You said that part of the motivation was to be a champion at the same time as your brother. You guys
main motivation.
The main motivation. What's the other, maybe the other motivations? What other motivations are there for coming back at this time?
1 year ago, first point, I never lose my world title. I give the title back because I don't want to block the heavyweight division because I have an injury. 2005.
For Rocky.
And it was unlucky end. But always I have a motivation to be at the same time world champion. We have a dream for two brothers. At the same time to be the world champion, to make the history, to write the history of boxing. I am very happy in rating list, independent rating list in magazine. The ring is a super champ, was Vitali Klitschko.
Okay.
If I'm retired, just a couple of months later, the same, just change the first letter. It was was V, and after that the same name just with double V. So Vladimir Klitschko takes the same place as the best heavyweight fighter.
So when you come back,
and if I'm healthy, I think right now we have to make our long year dream true. And I use my status emeritus champion to fight directly for world title against Samuel Peter or whatever who is a world champion. Right now Samuel Peter world champion, to take my title back.
do you think that's fair that you get an opportunity to come out of retirement and fight for a heavyweight championship without having to fight anyone else to move up?
It's fair because I don't lose my world title. If I lose my world title, I have to show for everybody I'm good in shape. I don't lose my world title.
Okay.
It was unlucky injury.
You gave it up in retirement.
Yeah, I give up. It's actually, I don't. In my records, fighting records, I have 2 losses fight, but I doesn't lose one simple fight. This was injury. The fight against Berg, I tore my ligament in shoulder. The fight against Lennox Lewis, the doctor stopped the fight because I had a cut. Is it?
Vitali, you made it clear, it sounds like your wife and your mother were not necessarily for the comeback. Where did your brother stand on this? Is he encouraged the comeback?
I am very happy. It's always what I did. My brothers support me and give me power and give me energy and help me to reach our goals.
How comfortable will you feel fighting in Germany?
You know what? It's some fighters feel uncomfortable to fight in this country, another country. My manager knows. If we spoke about the fight in Nigeria, for me, it's not important where stays the ring. The ring everywhere in the world is the same, and I'm ready to fight any part of the world.
But the German crowd, they really like you guys. I mean, so doesn't that make you feel a little bit more comfortable?
It's you know what? I don't feel that. For me, it's in arena, access to just one man. my opponent. Is it?
Why not a tune-up bout?
We were close to all sides were negotiating also with Nigeria, but that never came through, as you know. And I asked Vitali before, he mentioned that, and he said, I don't care. It could be Nigeria, it can be, he told me at that time, it can be somewhere in
I'm ready to take my world title any part of the world.
the ring, the size of the ring, which has to be okay, then everything is good.
What do you think of Samuel Peter? You've had an opportunity to see him fight.
Samuel Peter, very strong fighter. He has actually his biggest puncher right now in present time in heavyweight, and that's why this fight will be very interesting. If you see my fight records and see the records of Samuel Peter, I don't think the fight will be by point decision. It's not all 12 rounds.
Okay.
What most concerns you about Samuel Peter? His style?
He's good for me. His style, I don't worry about that. I know Samuel Peter very well, and I prepare for this fight very good.
Are you concerned of his rabbit punching? He's been warned in a lot of fights for that.
It's you know what? Doesn't he give him the chance to punch me?
What do you learn from your brother's fight with him? Anything you can take from that fight?
You know what? I study many fights from Samuel Peter, not just brother fights, and I know Samuel is a real world champion, and I know Vitali Klitschko is not fake world champion. Was not fake world champion. Also, let's see. That's why this fight will have to be very, very interesting. It's two world champions, two punchers, meet each other inside the ring, and let's see who will be the winner, who has a better skills. I know. I know the answer.
Why not a tune-up fight? Why straight? You want to fight Peters immediately.
Sorry.
Why not take it? Why didn't you take a tune-up bout instead of going after Peters immediately? Like, did you see something in Peters that you felt that you can beat him right away?
I don't need between the fight. Fight between. I can fight directly Samuel Peter, and I don't care. I don't care about another fights, and I'm in great shape. I feel me great to fight direct for world title.
You win the world title, and you continue to campaign as a champion. How long do you want to keep fighting after you win the championship?
You know what? Always, this is a great saying, step by step. I will be ready to give you answer after the fight.
What have you been doing physically for 4 years since you've been out of the ring? What have you been doing physically since you've been out of the ring for 4 years?
Physically, I'm in great shape.
What have you been doing for 4 years?
I make too much weights, and I'm much more stronger right now physically, and I have great condition. And right now, it's fine-tuning before the fight.
So you feel 100% coming into this fight?
What's going to be the most